Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at the Combiner Wars Optimus Prime. So here he is in his robot mode. And I know the first thing you guys are going to be like, well, what happened to your background? Well, I actually got a new table, metal table instead of the wood one. Much easier to deal with, and it's not fully closed in, so I can actually get behind there and pick up missiles if I lose them. Anyway, so I replaced the table, and then I decided, because I couldn't get the tiles that I had laid down on the last one, I couldn't get those up, so I decided, might as well use it as an opportunity to refresh. So I have an order with the toy stages, or toy hacks, whatever you want to call them. Repro labels is who they are. But I've got an order placed with them for Teletran 1 coming in with the new plates. So until that comes in, I'm going to have to use the metal table. So anyway, so we're going to take a look at Combiner Wars Optimus Prime, because I did promise to send this to a friend of mine, so I wanted to get this knocked out real quick. So yeah, he comes with this little rifle here. It looks alright. It's got this nice metallic finish, gunmetal. Red. It's made out of red plastic, and you can see like the pin in there for some reason. They're putting pins in them, but you can also see that it's getting chewed up because of the way they designed the handles. They're just getting chewed up now. And then he also comes with this rifle that almost looks like the Optimus Prime rifle. A little different here. Same scenario going on here. It's red plastic with this gunmetal on the top. It's got the pin in there, and then it's got the chewed up plastic parts, because that's how these Combiner Wars work. And they look like they should snap together like this, and I think this would have looked really cool if they would have put them together like that, because it looks like that's what it's supposed to do, but it doesn't. Instead, you can plug it in like there and make a very convincing gun there, or there to make this long rifle, which admittedly, because of the way like this piece comes back and it kind of almost tabs into here, it's actually not hateful. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not that bad. So I think that's about it for the positives on this figure. Oh, this thing. Alright, so let's talk about him. Posability, his head is on a ball joint. It is a very small head in comparison to his shoulders. I think it's part of the transformation gimmick, but I do think this is pretty small. I like how it's got the smokestacks there. That is better than what we've been getting with Classics Primes. Head gets a little up and down, goes all the way around. Got nice painted blue eyes. Got the Bayformerish type mask going on there. Rather than just the flat mask, it's more like battle mask type thing. He's got shoulders that rotate up and down. These are stickers, which I think is kind of funny. They couldn't tempograph Autobot logo here. So shoulders go up and down. Due to transformation, they kind of have a little bit out. Bicep swivel. He's got a backwards elbow. And then a forwards elbow. You gotta be careful on how you bend it, because like right here, it's not gonna bend. So you gotta pull it down a little bit and then bend it. Okay. Nothing at the hands. They do rotate for the transformation up like that. Waist swivel. Kind of has a backwards ab crunch. So you can kind of get them in the, oh, there's something big gonna step on me look, but that's it. But that's more for transformation. Waist swivel. They do rotate in and out on ratchets there. Hips go up and down. They do have that stiff ratchet. I haven't done the fix on this one, which is real easy. I did show that off in my Motormaster fix review. So if you guys haven't checked that out, definitely take a look at that. Thigh swivel, bends at the knee, and it's got a little bit of a foot tilt, but that's more for transformation. And there you go. That's it. Transformation. I'm gonna show torso mode real quick, and then vehicle mode. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the Deluxe Combiner Wars figures at the moment, so I can't really show what the combined mode looks like, but I can show the torso at least. So what we want to do here is come back here. This will flip down, and then rotate the waist like so. Then these will swivel out like this, and one click out, and then you can flip these plates up just like we do Motormaster. Oh, maybe. There we go. And you want to just get that tab right here into that slot right there. Just gotta line those up and tab that in. There you go. Same thing over here, like that. And then you can flip the feet up like this. And there's the combiner ports there. This will come down and form like a waist piece. This right here, this is what really bugs me about this figure, because this is this nice gloss, almost like hot rod type red. Really, really nice. I love this paint on here, and it goes through the entire inside as well. I really, really think that if they would have taken this paint and put it on all of the red, or at least the front part of him, the important part, that I think it would have really, really made this figure a whole new level of awesome. I think that really would have made a difference here. So you want to flip the head in. You're not gonna go in. There we go. Oh, that's typographed on. So they didn't lose the ability to typograph Autobot logos. They just got lazy. All right, so rotate that around. Close the chest up. You can leave it open too if you want to, but I think this looks better. Rotate the arms. Sit here. Oh, rotate them around, and then they come up like this. Tab in. Rotate around. And tab in. So, there you go. And then you can flip the hands back. And that is Combiner Wars Optimus Prime in combined mode. Nice head sculpt. Wish they would have painted the ears or the antenna. I think that would have really made it better. But this head is a lot better than the actual figure's head. But it's too small, or it's too big for it. Otherwise, I would just swap them out. But yeah, not terrible. But it's gonna have the same issues that the Minosaur had. So there's no fix here. So, all right. So let's get them into truck mode. So you want to flip these back down. Undo these arms. Like so. Open the chest up so we can flip the head down. Like so. Windows will rotate forward. Alright, this will come back like this. Things get a little tight. Rotate the waist around. What is going on with this thing? It's not liking me today. That's what it's doing. Alright, so this will rotate this. I haven't done this transformation in a while. And yeah, this is supposed to come back. It's like almost like there's not enough clearance back here all of a sudden. That's probably just because I suck at transforming these things. Alright, so this will all come down like so. Fold the hand back up. There we go. That's what I was missing. Bending at the knees. Come on. Alright, I'll rotate this forward. I know, I'm sucking at this today. I'm kind of trying to rush through it because I have things to do. And there's dogs barking in the background. Come on. Wow. Yeah. Same problems I had with the Motormaster. Alright, there we go. It rolls. It's fidgety. Doesn't feel like it fits properly. It's got these horrible gray bits here on the sides. That looks tacky as shit. They really should have painted these red right here. This should be red. Like, you got this nice metallic blue that's supposed to be a window. And you can see it's carved out right here. So that should be that blue. And then the rest of this should be that red. Actually, most of this should be that blue. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad in that gray, but, you know, and neither do the mirrors, but you gotta carry through with the paint. They just kind of gave up, it looks like. Again, it's like they take the really nice red paint and they put it on the back where it's pointless. And this red up here, you know, it's just your standard red plastic. Nothing too miraculous to write home about. Yeah, so there you go. Then you can take your guns here and they can tab in right here. They don't tab in very well because they split the legs is what they do. Now if you take this piece and fold this up, and you can tab it in right there onto the back, which is a better option. Alright, so there you go. There is the truck mode. Nothing spectacular here. So let's transform it back. So we'll split the arms out like so. Rotate. Flip the head around. Pull the waist down. Flip the feet forward, and there you go. Yeah, his transformation is not as complex as I was making it seem, to be honest, there. And then this can just sit on its back. But yeah, so he's got a little bit of the monkey arms going. Either the legs, I think the waist needs to be a little bit wider or longer. I think that really would have made a difference here, because the legs look about right, and the arms look right to the shoulders, but this right here seems to be what the big deal is. Why? Because if you make the arms shorter, you know, like to here, even, then they're almost like they're too short for his body and mass. So I think he just needs a little bit wider right there. So if a third-party company could come along and just give us a little bit of a waist extension right here, like, because we can unscrew this piece right here, and then maybe we could just put a piece of plastic right in there that looks like this to just kind of fill it out. Maybe make this look a little bit more angle down kind of thing. I don't think that would affect the transformation all that much. Anyway, so real quick, I do have something to give to this Optimus, and this is a leftover gun from one of my iGear Faith Leaders. And it uses a standard 5mm port. But here's the interesting thing, because this iGear Prime is years and years and years, like almost a decade old. It's got these slots in the side of the handle. Okay, you see that? Which actually correspond with the slots in the Combiner Wars handles. So, which means not only can he hold this gun because it's a 5mm port, and it's also angled to the point where it looks pretty good in his hand. But you can also take this. Oh, this folds up. You can also take this and these ports on the back. You take the gun here and it'll slide in just perfectly, even though that they're cut to only hold the Combiner Wars guns. This gun will fit into his calf just fine. I think that's just irony. Just awesome irony, because I don't like these guns as much, but this gun is pretty cool, and it really seals the deal for this figure. Makes him look a lot more like a Prime. So let's do some size comparisons here real quick. Here he is with the Seeker mold, and I don't think that works very well. And here he is with the Legends figure. So if you got a Legends figure, like, Bumblebee and all the rest, I think this actually works pretty good for this Prime. Here he is with the better version of Prime in every possible way except for height. Classics Prime. And Combiner Wars Megatron. Now, depending on what your definition of scale is, you could say that these two scale together because of the fact that he's a truck and he's a tank. If you go by G1 scale of just robot heights, they should be the same height, so this doesn't work that well. Is he a great option for Prime? No, not at all. This is the best option still. Yeah, he's a little bit shorter, but either deal with a little bit shorter Prime or you get Orion, or maybe even the Faith Leader. This thing is just cheap alternative to Orion. Cheap alternative, and it shows. He shouldn't be a combiner. I've said that many times. He should never have been a combiner, and the fact that he is, it just really kills the figure for me. The red paint on the back is probably the best the figure has to offer, and they hide it in the back. The combined form looks terrible. The truck mode is tolerable. The robot mode looks alright. It does look alright. I think the gun really makes him look a lot better. His head is a little too small, so I wish they would have fit. See, this is due to the way they have to make it transform and be a combiner, because this back piece here has to be able to slide into the chest with this head in there as well. So they couldn't make the head any bigger because otherwise it wouldn't fit in the hole. So I think this mold was best used for Motormaster. I think them knocking out a cheap Optimus Prime repaint out of it, was understandable because it's Optimus Prime. The fact that they're repainting this thing again, so we've got the Hasbro version. I don't know if we're getting a Takara version, but I know we got a Black Convoy version, Grand Scourge, I think, and then we're getting a white version of this, and that's not including the Motormaster. who's the retool, but we're getting a white version of this. And it's like, what the hell? Why would we want so many crappy primes? Give us one crappy prime and we'll be happy-ish. But don't give us 4 crappy primes. We don't need 4 crappy primes. I know I don't need 4 crappy primes in my life. I mean, I got this prime, who's infinitely better. Yeah, he's a little bit smaller, but he looks better. He looks infinitely better. I'd go grab MP10, but yeah, that's not a fair comparison at all. But it's just, I don't like it. I never will like this figure. I think he's a little flat for a prime. I think this mold really, really, really worked well with Motormaster. I hope they do like a G2 repaint for the Motormaster and G2 Stunticons. I think that would be pretty cool. But all in all, this figure here, it suffers from all the same problems the Motormaster and Minosaur figures suffer from, but it also comes with it's Prime. Why is he a combiner? It doesn't work for me. It does not work for me. I do not like it. I can't. So for a rating, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. The 3 is only because of the fact that it looks like Prime, so that's nice. And it's got this really awesome red paint on the back, which really pisses me off that they didn't use it for more. But this is high-end paint right here. This is super nice, and I really wish the rest of the figure would have that. I think that really would make this figure a lot better. And maybe if they would have carried over, the silver paint here over the gray, I think that would also made it look a lot better too. Because paint can go a long way to fix a figure, even if the figure sucks. But yeah, if they would have painted it and took pride in it, like, hey, this is our new Optimus Prime that everyone needs. Let's take pride in it and make it Optimus Prime. I mean, you could tell that they put pride into the Megatron. I mean, he's covered in silver paint. This isn't plastic. This is paint. I think that's paint. Yeah, that's gotta be paint because there's gray plastic there. But yeah, I mean, they took their time and they're like, okay, this isn't the greatest figure of all time, but we're gonna put some paint apps on this thing and make it look like the greatest figure of all time. And I think they did a pretty good job of it. I think this looks good. This does not look good. This does not even come close to being what this Megatron is, and this Megatron's not even close to what an MP Megatron should be. So, but we'll deal with Apollyon another day.